Good day, viewers. My name is Oluwatobi. You're welcome to Home Builders TV. My guest today is an engineer, but I will appreciate if he introduces himself. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. My name is Sam Oluwatobi.
Engineer Sam Oluwatobi, as you can see, is a pastor. BSc 1995, MSc 2010, a corporate member of NSC, and a current member. May I let you know that my guest today is also a motivational speaker. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
The topic we'll be considering is a very crucial one, and it's titled Paramount Decision a Youth Must Make to Avoid Pitfall. Paramount decision a youth must take to avoid pitfall. I know he has a lot of experiences in this line. Sir, may I ask, who is a youth?
Thank you. I'll define a youth in two forms. I'll define it as in form of a age and as a stage. Number one, as an age. United Nations put a youth age between 15 and 24 years. African Charter put it at 15 to 35. But in Nigeria, a youth is taken as 18 to 35. So, but now as a stage now, a youthful stage is a stage whereby you are constructing your self-concept, that is what you are aiming to be in life. It's a stage whereby you are expressing, you want to express yourself, and let me say it's a stage whereby the data you have been gathering as a child, you now analyze the data, mentally, in your mind, with the aim of bringing them out when you get to adulthood.
Good, meaning that a youthful age is a period whereby you conceptualize who you're going to become or what you're going to do in the future.
Definitely.
You can't do all those when you're of age. You do those at the early stage of your life.
Let me put it that if you say a fool at 40 is a wrong statement. A fool in your youthful age will be a fool forever. Because if you don't conceive properly what you want to be as a youth, you can't do that when you become an adult. So a fool at 40 is not a right statement. A fool at a youthful age is a fool forever.
I hope you are learning something. Now, we are trying to arrive at a point. And that will lead me to my second question. What is a pitfall? Because we are considering paramount decision a youth must take to avoid pitfall. And we have looked at the fact that our youthful age is a period whereby we take decision or we think about what we are going to become in the future. Now, what is a pitfall?
Simple. Pitfall is just hidden and unsuspected danger or traps. As a youth, you need to be conscious and work towards that to avoid that. That's unsuspected danger or traps you may fall into. If you don't take note of what you think you do as a youth, when you get to adulthood, you might not be a victim.
So why is it important then as a youth to make decision?
Thank you. Decision is a means of defining your life. Decision is a means whereby you project what you want to do in your mind, and then by the time you begin to live, you bring those things out. So decision, Rashad Royster, he says, decision is one of the most important things we make in life to avoid mistake. If anybody is going to avoid mistake, it means you are going to make a better decision in life.
I'm getting some new things, meaning that being a pastor is not a small work. May I let you know or understand the fact that by the next time we are bringing our guest, my humble guest, probably I'll be addressing him as a doctor, pastor, doctor. Sir, how can a Christian youth, now, thank God our channel is leading towards Christians. Now, how can a Christian youth make a responsible decision?
Thank you. I'll use an acronym, LOVE. If you want to make a responsible decision, love, your love towards God, your love towards yourself, and your love towards man. And love, L, is like. That O is openness, that is sincerity. That V is value, and that E is excite. Your first love towards God, when you now use those acronyms, liking God, open to God, valuing God, and doing things that will excite God and make God happy. If those are the things that decide your decision, you are going to do things right. Then after God, then the next one is yourself. A lot of people are doing things that they are offending themselves. You don't need to offend yourself in life. Do things that you are happy. That's why I say like. You things that you are doing that you like yourself. Then you are sincere about what you are doing. Then you value this thing I'm doing. Is it adding value to me? Then am I happy doing it? Then after that, consider others. The Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others.
That's right.
So loving, that's why I say loving God first, loving yourself, and then loving others. Because that when you love yourself, things you like, you will not do it to others. So that is why that's the way I can summarize it, that if you want to make a right decision, it must be guided by love. Your love towards God, your love towards yourself, and your love towards other people.
Thank you, sir. We have thousands and millions of youth who are seeking guidance or counseling in order to make it in life.
Yeah.
Now, no matter what, we look at the example of Samson. He made a very grievous mistake, and he eventually failed in his responsibility. What are the common pitfalls or errors youth of nowadays, what are those common mistakes they make?
Thank you, sir. Number one is a broken life and a broken heart. See, a lot of youth today, he has this one, he took sniper, this one jump into river. Why? I said because somebody jilted me, somebody left me, somebody failed me. No, the first pitfall they should avoid is being a victim of a broken heart and a broken life. Number two is covetousness. Because you see, when we went for graduation of my boy in GS3, was talking to one of his mates. He said, what do you want to be? Because I want to become a soldier. Why? He said, because when I get, I want to embezzle money. You can imagine a GS3 boy already having that mindset that I want to embezzle money. GS3. What do you think he wants to become in life? Covetousness. And then, too much consciousness of yourself. You are too much conscious. You want to take care of your body. You want to look nice. You want to look good. These are part of things that, if you are not careful, make you to miss the real thing about life. That you are busy concentrating on yourself. You are not really concentrating on things that have value. Then other pitfall is that you want to impress other people. We see youth of these days trying to live their life for other people and not for themselves. I've heard of a youth that he went to university and he came back and gave the certificate to his father. Daddy, this is your certificate. I'm now going for my own course. Why do you have to waste those years? Why can't you sit down, convince your father, convince your mommy, you know I'm going to spend 4 years doing this course. How am I going to waste this time? Sit down, convince them before you go for the right thing. So these are common ones. There are many more, but these are common ones that our youth today are victims of.
Now, to some youth, what you have just said looks like a mirage. Looks as if it's better said than done. Can you try as much as possible to convince our youth out there about some examples of people, probably biblical examples or contemporary examples of youth who made a good time of their life? Thank you, sir.
If you want to learn, you learn both from the bad and from the positive side.
Okay.
Let me start from the negative side. Esau was number one person I see in the Bible. He made the wrong decision of his life. Esau was the firstborn of the first parent, of Jacob, rather. Sorry, was the first parent of Jacob. So, but the decision that his brother took his blessing, and after he took his blessing, he saw that the parents now advised him, don't marry from the wrong people. So he now felt, how can, after he has done that to him, now advising him. The Bible says he now decided to marry from the place where his parents did not like, willingly going against the will of the parent and the will of God. Because of what? Because somebody offended you. That's why I said loving yourself is very important. You want to make right decision. Then a good decision made is about Daniel. Daniel is a good example of someone who made a good decision in the Bible. The Bible says he proposed in his heart that I will not defile myself. He proposed a decision. And he had friends. Hello viewers. It's people you will get your like when you are deciding. If you are deciding, look at people around you. If there are people that have the same mind with you, rub minds with them. People that do not have the same mind with you and you are rubbing mind with them, they will make you to take the wrong decision. So Daniel had some friends that he had to decide with. Are we ready to decide that we don't want to defile ourselves? And they said, yes, we are good to go. And we saw that the end of his life was a good one. Let me choose a contemporary one, perhaps two. Nelson Mandela was known by the whole world. When I was chatting his biography, I found out that at age 23, his guardian wanted to marry him off. He wanted to force him to marry. Why? Because perhaps when he went to university, he was rusticated because he was involved in some activities. So they said, you are good for nothing, go and marry. But he felt, I must make sure that I graduated. So he ran away from home to Johannesburg. And in 2 years after, he graduated from university at age 25. Now he became one of the best presidents South Africa can ever have. If he did not decide to be a graduate at that age, you can see that some years after, he was taken into prison. And from prison, he entered for law and finished as a lawyer. If he did not get the first degree before he was taken to prison, that's the end of his life. Another one which is popular is Fela Anikulapo. Very popular man. He left home, deciding with his parents that he's going to study medicine in London. But when he got to London, we didn't know what changed his mind. He entered for music. He left for medicine. He got there, he changed to music. Although he became popular, but sadly, he became an evil star. That was the error, the result, consequence or decision he made of changing from medicine to music. If he had been a medical doctor, he would have not been involved in all the things he was involved in. Even though he was popular, but sadly, an evil star.
He was popular, but evil star. But he was popular, and people love his music.
Oh, beautiful. Popularity is not the only thing that matter in life, but the influence your life make on people. Is it a good influence or a bad influence? What influence, what record is my children learning from this thing? Can my children boldly talk about me anywhere? I heard some days ago that Michael Jackson, that when he was alive, he used to drink alcohol, but he never drank it before his children. But anyway, the whole world came to know that he was drinking. There was the effect. Before, I used to like him, but when I had that, I deleted that from my memory. So this man used to do, I love the way he used to dance. Very dramatic in his dancing. Not that because I love his music, but good. But now when I had he used to drink alcohol, I just deleted it from my memory. Look at that. So, and how many people, what influence do you want to make on people? The influence you make is paramount in the decisions you are making in life. Not just for yourself. That's why I say loving God, love yourself, then loving other people.
In one statement or sentence, how can the youth avoid these errors?
Compound statements.
Okay.
If you want to avoid the error, you must decide for God, then decide you want to be a giver to life and not a taker. When you have the mindset that you want to be a giver to life and not a taker, you are definitely going to avoid a lot of these errors.
One word to youth out there. Now, I'm going to be very segmental. One word or one statement to the youth out there that have made the wrong decision already.
Let me talk to you frankly. It's better you correct your wrong decisions now than continuing it, because error multiplied by error leads to multiple errors. So, but when you multiply your error by correction, it leads to a fruitful end at the end of the day. So you have a story to tell. What is the story you want to tell your generation? I made an error and I've corrected it. It's a good story to tell your generation.
A word is enough for the wise. Errors multiplied by errors will lead to multiple errors. You're welcome once again, and I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Our viewers, we appreciate your time on Home Builders TV Youth Corner. My name once again is Oluwatobi, and until I come your way, stay blessed and God bless you.